I am very much passionate in learning the things and completing courses like this. It is a money laundering transaction activity has taken place.
Wow.
Before
Okay.
before my joining. Then I asked my staff not to allow such transactions. Good, ma'am. Corporate governance is one of the important factors in every organizations, including
Correct.
banks. And corporate governance of banks is different from corporate governance of other companies.
Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, the podcast by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors, where we bring you exclusive insights from industry pioneers who have redefined leadership at the highest levels. I'm your host for today, Priya George. We have today the honor of hosting Mr. Vinay Kumar Acharya, a seasoned banking and financial expert with over 32 years of experience in driving credit growth, corporate governance, and financial strategy. Having led business expansions of over 1 lakh crore, managed high value corporate and MSME credit portfolios, and played a crucial role in risk management and regulatory compliance. His contributions to the banking sector have been nothing short of transformational. From heading 12 regional offices and 634 branches at Canara Bank to driving financial excellence in global markets, Mr. Vinay's leadership has shaped the way businesses approach banking, credit, and governance. In today's episode, we will explore his incredible journey, leadership insights, and strategic expertise in banking, corporate credit, and risk management. We'll also discuss the future of financial leadership, the evolving role of governance in banking, and how today's leaders can navigate challenges in an increasingly digital and compliance driven world. So, without further ado, let's dive into this powerful conversation. Mr. Vinay, welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. We are thrilled to have you with us here.
Priya, I am really thankful for your giving an opportunity to interact and share my experience with the banking, which I have put more than 32 years of service in the banking industry. And my name is Vinay Kumar Acharya, and I belongs to a middle class family, having a background of post graduation in commerce from Andhra University. After joining in the bank, I completed my CIIB, both parts, and certificate in trade finance pertains to the forex related matters,
Right.
and certificate in credit professionals and relating to the credit processing executives. It is a mandatory.
Right.
And I also completed MBA,
Okay.
executive MBA for 1 year course certificate. I am very much passionate in learning the things and completing courses like this. So
Right.
recently, I got an opportunity to the directors, independent directors. I could complete one certification course in the independent director recently. So now
That's
I
great.
got an opportunity to do it. This is my background. And
Absolutely.
coming to the banking industry perspective, I joined in the bank during 1992 as a clerk. In those days, getting government job is very difficult. So I joined the bank after getting fifth attempt, final
Okay.
interview. So I joined in the bank very late. At the
Okay.
age of 28 only I joined. So I joined in Circle Office Patna with a public sector bank having more than 120 years legacy.
Right.
And I got an opportunity to work. And my first placement is in HR, where I got an opportunity to interact with all the branch heads and the top management in the circle office. So I got my circle team, my bosses, my mentors has given a guidance in the initial time to create my career path.
Okay.
Because of their guidance and good wishes, I got promoted during 2001. So at that time, getting promotions are very difficult because getting eligibility itself, it comes after 7 years or 8 years. So again, I got promotion at the fifth attempt.
Okay. Right.
After completing CA, at the time we and once in 10 years or once in 7 years only we'll get eligibility to appear for the exam. So I selected under fast track, and with God's grace and the help of with all my superiors advisors and guidance, I could get scale one promoted as a clerk to scale one officer during 2001.
Okay.
That is a fast track time.
Yes, it is.
So on promotion, I got an opportunity to work in the rural area.
Right.
Where I got the job satisfaction throughout my 32 years of service. I got a job satisfaction in that rural area where I worked for more than 4 years.
Okay.
From 2001 to 2005. And that branch is only a single officer branch. And the agriculture sector, loans portfolio is more, around 2,500 accounts with manual atmosphere. That is a great experience in my life period, in my entire service, where I got an opportunity to work due diligence by giving the services to the rural people, really needed people. That is a great opportunity. I got it, and still I remember the customers, and the customers also remembers me, and they used to call me at frequent intervals about my welfare and other things. That is a great thing. I never forget. After that, my circle had surprise visit to rural branch. Identified me for transferring to crop loan to corporate loan. So when he asked me, we proposed, are you interested for some specialty branch? Then I told, sir, I am not having that much exposure in corporate credit. So I can continue here only, sir. I am having a lot of satisfaction. I can continue another 2 years also, no problem for me, because my children are very this one young, school going only. So then I told, no, you should come. Then immediately, when I said no, then the sir has provided me and sent me to induction course. So that is intensive credit management program. That was the first program introduced in the bank for 45 days. After getting the training from the training institute, external, I was asked to join at the industrial finance branch, Hyderabad. There I turned my life because of good wishes of the elders or mentors or bosses. Definitely, I proved myself at the industrial finance branch, Hyderabad. I stayed there for 1 year, and again I transferred to Mumbai within 11 months period. But I never regret because I want a career path. So my mentor used to the post. It is a opportunity given by the management. You have to prove it. That was the suggestions given by superiors. So the initiate from the day of joining in the bank, I followed that suggestions. I never asked my entire I took them 8 to 9 transfers during this 32 years period, but I never regret. So after reporting in the Hyderabad to Mumbai, I got a very good team because that was a big branch, same industrial finance branch only. Subsequently, it was renamed as a prime corporate branch. So where people, staff are very excellent staff, having a good credit knowledge and professionals. Most of them are chartered accountants, IITs, and more exposed in the credit who are handled large borrower accounts. So I got an opportunity to learn something from these staff, my bosses or mentors. So I enjoyed a lot in Mumbai for 3 years. From scale 1 to scale 2, I promoted in the Mumbai itself, and my boss was very much and this I want. So I got retention in that branch. That is what we are having the satisfaction when we are doing something for the bank and we are sincerely putting our efforts. When these efforts are being recognized by the top management, what else we want? We want that only, that recognition only we want. So I enjoyed a lot by returning as a manager in the same branch. And that branch was converted into IF branch to prime corporate branch. A new vertical has formed. There, the minimum exposure should be 50 crores and above. Accounts were now it is 150 crores. Earlier it was 50 crores. 2006, I am telling. So I got an opportunity to work as a CMO, credit monitoring manager. From credit processing manager officer to my boss asked me to know you are the right person to handle this credit. It's better you come to me. So I am directly attached to the DGM. Sundaresh now I'm retired and 85 also I'm having very good contacts since, and his suggestions always be with me. Whenever I'm having a doubt, I will call him and I will ask, get clarified. And that is the things. What I'm going to tell is that when you are working with the good people now, then automatically you will inculcate the good habits, and you never feel bad even if you are getting late or if you are coming on Sunday or Saturday or whatever it may be, and even if you are don't get leave also, it is a great opportunity to work, rare occasion to get such type of facility. So during that in that process, one more thing, ma'am, because of you can say that government top management has shortlisted my name for abroad posting. I went to Doha, Qatar as a manager operations. Manager operations when and one more thing is that charge to manager. K4 means chief manager. I took charge from him as a manager operations. Proved that I can handle, I can shoulder the more responsibility also. During that period, we have done a wonderful job during the tenure of 5 years period. That is the longest tenure where I worked in my entire service. 5 deputation for 3 years, but subsequently because of some exigencies, or you can say it is my fortune that promoter chairman exchange not asked me to stay for another 2 years. So with the help of management has considered his request, and so there was a lot of improvement has been done during my stay. Initially, when I went to that exchange company, I felt very bad because I was working with a wonderful team, chartered accountants and EU engineers and other well-equipped, great, knowledgeable persons. So I missed that chance to learn some more thing. But when management is given opportunity, I cannot say no. And it is financially benefit also. So then I went. And initially 1 month I felt very bad. I'm going out of the track like that. I thought. Till I learned something in that exchange company, and initially felt bad. Then I thought something we have to prove it here also, because they have been given an opportunity to take charge from the scale 4. I should perform. I should also turn around this exchange company. At that time, there were only 2 branches were located for the last 20 years. After my going, and I inquired with locally, what is the market share in this branch? What is the business? What are the products our exchange company is having? What is the products other peer exchange companies located in Doha, Qatar are having? All these exercises I did it, and I find out the country heads of that products which are not having with us. I arranged a meeting with my chairman and appraised and able to introduce onboard that products with this exchange company. So with that, we got an tie-up with more than 15 products. Western Indian, Prabhu Money, Nepal, remittance, Bangladesh, Philippines, Syria, Egypt. All these things were introduced during my tenure with the concurrence of my general manager and the chairman, top management, chairman of that company. So we made a detailed discussion with the country heads in the presence of the board members, and I proposed the board members, sir, you negotiate like this. They are planning to give only 50% of the commission, but we don't want that. We want some things to be, some members of that company, that product should be reputed to us so that they can explain it to the customers and they can generate more number of transactions where we can generate more income.
Right.
That negotiation they agreed. So we could save the cost salary of the particular 50 member staff, 15, not only one or two, more than 10
Yes.
staff salaries has been paid with that respect to product office companies. We could save that. And in the time, we opened 4 branches.
Okay.
From 2 to 6 new branches, 4 new branches were opened. We have doubled the business. And on day-to-day basis, I used to give the figures to the chairman. This is what today we got the Excel again. This is what the commission we got it on Excel sheet. And he was very much impressed about the series we implement after joining with all our staff support. When the staff is initially they used to tell, sir, why we have to give? Because they have to work more. Then I told, sir, when we grow the business, and automatically they will take care of our requirement. So don't worry, that will be taken care by the management. Then staff also, with the help of staff, we could run the business. And at the same time, during the tenure, I also implemented so many HR activities which I am getting benefits from my parent bank. So then the chairman is kind enough that he has introduced Vinay, you can introduce whatever it is there. In that HR activities and its internal promotions. I told the chairman, we are all from management side and deputation once in 3 years. So these people, local people, are there, leaving their family for good at their respective countries, our home state. And once in 2 years only they are going to, they are really hard for the benefit of, and because of their efforts only company is growing. So we need to give some benefits. So initially they used to give 50 days bonus. That was, and management staff used to get 2 months bonus. There is a disparity in giving bonus also. Then I told, sorry, this is not fair on our part. Bonus is to be given at par with the management staff. Management staff means that parent bank managers, me, like that. So then it was agreed, and that was implemented during my tenure.
That's
and after
excellent.
Yes. After that, we made. After that, I introduced internal promotions. Then branch bank is expanding. Then I told, sir, these people are hardworking since last 20 years or 15 years. They are working as a teller and doing the repetitive work. It is a bosom, and we can give, if you identify the other people also get motivated and they will work for the organization, and wherein you can generate more income, and they can also, their family also will be benefited. And anyway, they are getting a pension and other things after going to my parent bank. But passing on the benefit to the local people is always good. Then he agreed because he is a very kind person, and he agreed and he told, okay, when I will implement, you pass this one. Now also, and now the 6 branches have become 14 branches.
Excellent.
Doha, Qatar, 2015, 2010 I went. 2010 only 2 branches were there. By 2015 only 6 branches. No, 2025 recently also I am also in touch with them, and recently they opened 2 branches during the last 2 months.
Excellent.
This is what I got a wonderful opportunity in abroad, ma'am. After that, I got an opportunity to work. During 2015, I transferred to Maharashtra. State, Nagpur, and I got a placement in which is supposed to be handled by scale 4 branch when I was a scale 3. Always I'm having the one head more. Because as a scale 4 branch, chief manager branch, I handled when I was a scale 3. So I got opportunity. I worked for there 1 year and I got promotion in the first attempt as a scale 4 and transferred back to Visakhapatnam as a, that is also a specialized overseas branch. I was there in, for 3 years, 2016 to 19, and where most of the customers are exporters and importers.
Okay.
Very good team in that branch because it is my native place. Most of the staff I know them very well. All the staff I know them very well. So I don't have any differentiation cadre. I believe only teamwork. So they used to tell whenever I at the time of joining I used to interact with generator boy to all officer, manager, and clerks. Then when I interacted with them, one of the staff has told, "Sir, everything is good. All customers are good, but except one." That except one has made me trouble. So then I started. What is that? Sir, this account having a lot of transactions without any benefit. Just kindly take care. Okay, I will take care like that. I told. So there also we made a very good report and we have doubled the business. When I took the charge, it was only 230 crores business. By the time I left on promotion as a AGM, 2019, I got promotion as a AGM. At the time, it went up to 650 crores, 230 to 650 crores. So that was the achievement, and I got promoted in the first attempt as AGM, and got an opportunity to work in the head office corporate credit wing. All types of exposure I got it because of top management has identified me and given a chance to work in all spheres of banking. Either it you say it the administrative HR or RO also I worked for 3 years looking after NPA, trade monitoring, and shift operator. I joined as a clerk cum typist. So I got an opportunity to work in the RO Visakhapatnam as a clerk.
Right.
So telex operator also I did it. So with all exposure, the management is given. It is not make it. People are there to do it, but everybody should not get. Everyone will not get that opportunity. No, I'm very lucky enough that I got an opportunity to work in all areas with good people, good bosses, from whom I learned some good qualities, 5% or 10%. Not I am not able to get the full qualities of that by executives who are now presently working as a EDs and in some PSB banks. Still, I am maintaining that relations with them, and I used to call them, take their advices whenever I'm in trouble. And after that, head office, I worked there for 3 years by handling all large corporate branch HO core accounts, placing notes to the credit committee and board notes also sometimes. And I learned so many things from the credit committee members because in head office means in credit wing, there are a lot of wings are there. We had with highly knowledgeable persons used to interact with them whenever I'm placing a note. Any difficult deficiencies are there, they used to call me and how you have mentioned, why you have mentioned like this. If you mention like that, you are going to be in trouble. Like that, they handhold it. They handhold me, and I'm a person to learn the new things, and I'm very much interested. I don't mind about coming Sundays or Saturdays or sitting late hours. I don't mind. But my passion is to learn new things from my bosses and who are good at work. So that would be given me an opportunity to head the circle office. On promotion as a DGM, I went to circle office Vijayawada. Though my leftover service is only 2 years, but keeping on confidence on my capacity and management has given opportunity to work in the circle office as overseeing credit executives covering 14 RO heads. That I'm not heading. I'm overseeing executive for 12 ROs and 14 RHs and 9 syllabates and 640 branches. So I enjoyed a lot during the last 2 years tenure. Generally, people don't want to go for operations, but management is given. So I turned around that circle. That circle has become number one in the pan India. And during this 2 years period, we enjoyed a lot by surpassing all the targets, as well as created a lot of records, and in all parameters, and we stood out. Circle has stood as a number one in pan India. Even our some people used to tell, when an employee from Circle Office Vijayawada is coming to Circle, visiting somewhere, means in training and other things, they used to ask how your people are working. This is only a teamwork. It is not an individual achievement, or I have done like that, or my circle head has done, or some RO head has done. It is not like that. It is the matter of teamwork and inclusive growth, inclusive participation. When inclusive participation is there, automatically the business growth will increase.
Right.
We can generate, we can create wonders, and because the huge potential is there. When potential is there, when we drive the business with purpose, and we convince the down level staff, this is the thing, you are getting an opportunity to run the business. If I am now at this level, I cannot give any branch sanctions. But as a branch manager, you are having a power, and you need to help the needy people within the permitted guidelines.
Correct.
To deviate the guidance. These are all the things we did it, and we enjoyed a lot during the last 2 years tenure. And with the help of all my circle team and field level staff, I could retire peacefully after completing my 32 years, 3 months service in Canara Bank. Now also I am interested to do something. So I opted your institute to get this 3-in-1 certification course. This is my background, ma'am. Thank you for
Okay. Right. Thank you for your response, Mr. Vinay. We know that the banking industry is changing faster than ever, especially when it comes to corporate credit and risk management. From your experience in handling large-scale credit portfolios, what best practices do you believe banks should adopt to ensure that there is sustainable, risk-aware, and ethical lending?
Coming to credit growth and risk management, credit risk maintaining. So my experience with the branches where I worked is that we need to be very honest while handling the proposal. We need to comply the due diligence.
Correct.
And assessment as per the guidelines. Or strictly, first our principle should be compliance first, business next. That is the principle of our bank. When we work with good intention and to retain a valued customer, definitely if the due diligence, following the due diligence without any malified intention, if you do the work, automatically business will go. If you are having any small bad intention or something, one day or the other day, definitely we will be in trouble. I had a practical experience. I want to share. Right. I want to share with you when I was in the overseas branch, Visakhapatnam. The thing I told you, ma'am, the person, one of my colleagues has told, sir, you take this account. You be careful about this account. All other accounts, I met him personally, and this account also, without his notice, I went to his premises. I find that what our down level staff or team member has told is correct. So then I asked the people, I want to disclose it. It is a money laundering transaction activity has taken place. Wow. Before my joining. Then I asked my staff not to allow such transactions though there is no loan involved in that activity, he is sending from his own funds only, from current account only. But still, it is against the RBI guidelines. When
Right.
against the RBI guidelines, and if anything goes wrong, then at a later date, we are all will be in trouble, and we need to
Correct.
regulatory authorities like EDs,
True.
like that. Then I reported the transactions to my head office. My head office is reported, intern reported to RBI. So and so transactions is reported as a suspicious transaction took place in so and so branch. Seems to be like that. Reported in the month of August. So after 8 months period, I never allowed the transactions after that. After reporting that, I have never allowed, and that person has come to me and he was
Okay.
shouting like anything, and he has offered 10 crores business,
Correct.
10 crores deposits. That's what I'm telling you. Growth, business growth is not against the guidelines. Sir, you take 10 crores deposit for the bank. I will give the support, and whatever you want, we will give the support. But you
But it should be ethical.
be ethical. You allow
Correct.
the transactions, because these are all the things it is happening since last 8 months. Then why you have stopped the transaction like that? He told. So I told her, sir, I am not interested in your business, sir, because I want to be, my people should be safe, and I want to be safe, and my bank should be safe. Though it is your own money, he questioned me. It is my money. Why you are not given any loan? Why you are not allowing transactions? Sir, it is not your business. Even if it is your money, what is the guarantee that you are doing for legal purpose? It may be legal purpose. Then he shouted. Then I got the evidence and everything. I shown it to him. Sir, this is what you are doing. If you come again, you will be in trouble. I am supposed to report to my police department and other things through my higher ups. Then he left. And one fine morning, I reported August, and it was come in the paper May month. Next year, May, it has come, stating that it has come in the scrolling in the TVs.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
bank name
Okay.
they have not mentioned, but bank manager has collated with so and so, and done more than 500 crores money laundering, like that.
You had exposed the racket, basically.
And they and media also, video, there is no limit. No, they can tell
Correct.
anything. So they
Absolutely.
so then my colleague has told, immediately called me and told, sir, that day we have stopped, the transactions. It is coming in the TV, you see, sir. It is a Friday, Saturday is holiday. So then immediately I called my circle head and other executives in that office. So tomorrow it is going to come in the newspaper. Big news it will come. But our bank name is not appeared, but it is going to come in a front page. So don't worry, sir. It comes. The credit goes to the Canara Bank only. Not we are not at fault. We are complying all the guidance. Immediately, my boss asked, "No, you go and open and you give a report, one page report, and I will send it to EDs and other top management so that you will be safe." So why I am telling, when you are maintaining good relations and with the maintaining the ethical values, no, automatically when you are in trouble, people will come forward to you to safeguard your interests, because you are working for the organization, not for individual interest. So
Makes
that's
sense.
what I say. My management has saved more than 15 people in the branch. 15 people didn't get even a single letter. That is a great achievement, and yet support I got from the top management.
Correct.
This is the growth, sir. Risk perception is depending upon the how you evaluate the customer integrity and nature of business, how he is doing. These are the things may not be available in the policy guidelines and other things. By applying common sense, we'll come to know the intention of the customer, as well as uh, so that we can save our skin, as well
Absolutely.
as the bank image also. It is not a matter of, it
Absolutely.
is not we are not going to lose any money. We are not given any loan and nothing. But only thing is, if you allow such transactions, automatically we will be penalized with RBI, as well as our bank image
Correct.
go bad.
Yes. So you set an example basically, even for your team, knowing that business is important, but it's also important to be ethical.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for your response. In today's fast changing world, Mr. Vinay, how do you think, uh, external factors like, global financial regulations, trade policies, how do you think these factors are impacting Indian financial sector? And what steps should leaders take to navigate those challenges?
No, the credit growth, while handling the credit portfolio, madam, large corporate borrowers, we need to have a assessment. First of all,
Got it.
conduct thorough due diligence about the party as well as the financials, analysis of financials and customer integrity, the nature of business, and the market share, whether that industry is going to be good in the society and
Correct.
whether it is profitable. And these are all the things we need to see in the initial stage. Establish a clear and defined risk appetite.
Mhm.
And
Correct.
for example, some industries may be at risky industries, though beyond the control of the customer or the bank, sometimes it may become bad. At that time, what are the precautions to be taken? The
Mm.
precautions may be by way of fallback mechanism, that is insisting the customer, collateral securities, personal guarantee of
Mm.
directors who is having a net worth, good net worth. All these things are to be taken into account. And after sanctioning of the loan,
Mm.
we need to after assessing and the satisfaction of the board and the committee and sanctioning of the loan. Once it is sanctioned, means we should not keep quiet. The
Correct.
prudent banker should always have a watch on ongoing basis. Either it is a small loan or a big loan, it doesn't matter. But only the thing is we need to have a watch on the customer and performance of the unit industry as well as the monitoring aspect.
Correct.
This is
Correct.
sanction, pre-sanction visit, due diligence and other it comes. Sanction after post-sanction, sanctions after post-sanctions, we need to have whether the terms and conditions stipulated in the sanctions have been complied with or not. Any
Correct.
non-compliance is there or not. That will be that is to be ensured by conducting the credit audit.
Audits.
Credit audits.
Mm.
Credit audit. Generally, large borrower accounts with 5% above, generally, as per guidelines, we need to have a credit audit after sanction of the loans. So,
Got it.
this
Understood.
credit audit compliance, documentation, perfection of securities, all these things are to be very much required in the
Mm.
operation level. This is the
Understood.
if you are not able to, if you have parted the money without complying the sanction terms and conditions, security perfection, if something goes wrong, then we don't have bank is not having any recourse.
Right. Right.
So we need to have that and internal control. And we are having a internal control, and nowadays all banks are having then great monitoring tools.
Mm.
Is SMA special mention accounts, 30 days overdues, 60 days overdues, 90 days overdues,
Mm.
pre-SMA accounts. These are all the things. There should be a mechanism and should be in place. Then only we can maintain the uh, quality of assets.
Understood.
Otherwise, once the account has become bad, and we need to provide some provisions.
Correct.
Need to provide from provisions out of the income which we are earning from the standard assets. You need to make
Right.
provisions. So
Right.
it is very much required. Risk assessment and risk mitigation is very much required in the banking industries while handling the corporate accounts. Large
Right.
corporate accounts, particularly large corporate accounts. Small corporate accounts also, small accounts also, it is required. But when it comes to the large corporate means it is a big amount. So, so we need to
Mm.
have the ongoing monitoring process and conduct a regular audits and conduct stock audits, inspections, surprise inspections to make a surprise inspection to the unit, whether the unit is functioning in good or the purpose for which the loan has been given, whether it is being properly utilized or not. These are all the internal things to be done after sanction. If any diversion is there, means then automatically one fine morning, the company may face some liquidity problems. So to avoid all these things, continuous monitoring is very much required for maintaining account
Right,
standard. So
right,
the perception, ma'am.
right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your response, Mr. Vinay. Mr. Vinay, you've had such an incredible career in banking and finance. But as we look ahead, I'm curious what's next for you. So, when we think about future of leadership, especially in boardrooms, how do you see yourself contributing to shaping the decisions of tomorrow? What kind of leadership will be essential as we move into this new era of banking and finance? Could you share with us, please?
Ma'am, I was joined in the bank late, and getting promotions also delayed in the initial period.
Correct.
So I am very much passionate to reach my top position, that is
Okay.
GMR, CGMR, some ED level. So I didn't
Mm-hmm.
get because of my joining late also. So many reasons are there. Though I'm having
Factors.
qualities and capacity to head the as a GM or CGM roles,
Okay.
but I didn't have any years because of that years factor. I could not reach that stage, and I retired as a deputy general manager.
Hmm.
And during before retirement, my one of my well-wisher and topmost leader has asked, Vinay, unfortunately, you're not having service. So why don't you start your second innings? Second innings, then sir has advised, you better do some courses so that you can participate in the board or somewhere. Then when I was in before in service itself, I watched a webinar last 1.5 years before. I was very much impressed about the webinar, attended to twice. But
Okay.
due to time factor, I don't want to waste my time for my personal use when I was in the service. So after retirement, I decided to complete this course, and I
Okay.
want to start my second inning as a independent director or any some other company where I can put my
Contribute.
contribution. I can contribute to the company. And now after retirement also, I got an opportunity to work in Informerics rating agency as a director. Well,
Excellent.
now I'm already on board to one of the company recently last 2 months before.
Okay.
Someone else has offered me, why you're sitting idle, you are not such a person, so you come back.
Great.
I got an offer, and no, I'm sincerely putting my efforts, and I want to learn. That is a new, again, it is a new area for me because I'm banking
Correct.
sanctions, so that is risk rating, so it is
Hmm.
totally different. So I am learning. I want to get more knowledge by
Absolutely.
courses. Courses. I want to learning. There is no age limit for learning them.
Absolutely. I
And
agree. And
age is
it's
only a
good that
number.
you're upskilling, like, you constantly are doing something or another, and now you've got that time. So you're upskilling. That's great.
Age is a number game. It is not, there is no limit.
True.
There is no
It's in the
limit
mind.
necessary. Learning is a never-ending process, and we can learn the new things from the new persons. And I don't mind learning from the down level also. So it is a passion for me to learn new things. So I got opportunity through your webinar, and immediately enrolled, and I completed the certification course in the independent director. And before completing itself, I got an offer from another rating agencies. Now I'm doing. So I don't want to keep idle professional because
Correct.
engaging and contributing to the society is also a good. We
Absolutely.
are not working for the money because money is not the only thing we can contribute.
Only driving
Yes, yes,
factor.
yes. Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is the thing which has given me a lot of support from advice from one of the top leader of the PSB director. So he only advised me, don't keep it idle, don't go to your native place, you come back to Bangalore.
Mhm.
So I relocated to Bangalore just because of that only. So
Great.
I want to start my second innings by contributing something.
That's nice. So, Mr. Vinay, thank you for sharing that with us. And it's clear that you're a lifelong learner. Mr. Vinay, compliance is at the heart of corporate governance, especially in banking. From your experience, what key governance structures ensure that there's transparency and accountability? And how can leaders build a culture of trust within their organizations?
Good, ma'am. Corporate governance is one of the important factors in every organizations, including
Correct.
banks. And corporate governance of banks is different from corporate governance of other companies.
Correct.
Because the nature of banking business is different from other companies. So there are 13 principles of in corporate governance for banking. The
Okay.
13 principles, out of the 13 principles, I will tell few principles which are very important. That is board of directors responsibility. Board of directors are they are responsible for the decisions taken by the board with regard to the strategies, objectives, and other things. Policies. And that should not be a contradict to the stakeholders' interests. So board members should be a qualified persons. Either it is individually or collectively, they should be a qualified persons. They should have a overall knowledge in that board while taking decisions. And this should be implementing banking strategies and objectives, governance from work, and corporate culture. These are the three basics responsibility of the board. And board should be responsible for the decisions taken by on behalf of the bank. And bank should not should have a effective risk management strategies and independent risk management process. That they should take an independent risk evaluations and other things, and it should be the policies and everything should be passed through the board meetings.
Okay.
And internal audit also should have plays a vital role in corporate governance.
Okay.
And transparency, ESG, it's all matter of part of comes under corporate governance. Internal audit should have an independent assurance to the board. Disclose transparency to its shareholders and other depositors and other investors. That is more important. These are all the few things you have to be very careful. And coming to ESG also, it is very much important. And nowadays, it is one of the important aspect to be complied. That ESG is complied companies are being get benefited by way of getting some concessions in the bank interest.
Correct.
And they are and stakeholders also there. So many investors are coming forward to invest in these companies where the companies which are certified by the ESGs and maintaining the corporate following corporate governance as per the guidelines. And at the same time, the ESG companies which are rated and certified are making more profits when compared to the non-ESG companies. And the corporate governance is very much required in bank also.
Absolutely. I can imagine. Yes. Right. Thank you for your response, and thank you for sharing the principles of, corporate governance with us. You've recently joined Directors Institute, and we are excited to hear about your experience. What motivated you to become part of this community, and how has your involvement shaped your perspective on leadership and corporate governance? So if you could just share your experience of joining the Institute.
Really, it is a great privilege to share the experience with the Directors Institute, because I am watching this webinar since last. As I already told, when I was in service also, I used to watch your webinars. I was very much eagerly waiting when I am going to join in this Directors Institute to complete the certification course. Immediately after retirement, I got some problems, so I could not join because of some personal problems. So
Right.
I got relocated to Bangalore. Then again, I started searching for joining in this. So the purpose of joining in your institute is that your way of teaching, it is excellent. The material which the institute has provided to us, really great. It is very simple, and every chapter wise question and answers are there, and clarifications are given, and online
Yes.
case studies that was very much interesting. Yes, before starting the session itself, he told that, sir, my session will be like this. First 2D, 3D, 4D, 7D, 9D, like that he told. So you will not feel boredom, even though it is more than 1 hour session. Be careful and keep it letter pad and pen, and note down. I cannot explain in details. At least I will tell something, some input that you search in the Google, so that you can search and you can get some more knowledge in that areas. What is the key responsibility of the independent directors? What is to be seen, what not to be seen, how to handle the which company you have to join, whether you have to join the company. For example, he has clearly explained where are the companies without any KMPs. Be careful. Whenever you are getting a high salary and a high pex, package, there also to be careful.
Careful.
And what I'm telling you, ma'am, this is the way that they have teach it. They taught me in detail. So that has become very impressive, and I also suggested so many people to join. So it is a great experience with Directors Institute, madam. Thank you for giving such inputs through your learning. Professors and your team staff are very good, and they are attending whenever we are calling. Madam, I want that modules, online modules, immediately they used to assist. I am very grateful to you. Thank you for your
Right.
support, and thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words, Mr. Vinay. It's inspiring to hear how your connection with Directors Institute is not just expanding your own leadership journey, but also shaping your approach to governance in such a meaningful way. So, Mr. Vinay, what an incredible conversation today on FaceTime with Leaders. Um, a huge thank you to you for sharing your invaluable insights and leadership wisdom with us. Thank you for taking the time to share all your different experiences, your challenges, the strategies, your vision, your approach to different situations. Thank you for sharing that with us in a very detailed manner. So, thank you for joining us on FaceTime with Leaders
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
today. Yes.
Thank you.
And to our audience, I invite you to continue the conversation, whether it's by engaging with our guests' work, sharing your thoughts on social media, or exploring further resources on leadership and governance. Remember, as leaders, the future is ours to shape. So let's be the change makers our industries need. To leave you with one last thought, the future of leadership isn't about having all the answers, but about having the courage to ask the right questions and make bold decisions. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, keep leading with purpose and passion. This is your host, Priya George, signing off. Stay tuned for more insights on FaceTime with Leaders. Take care.